Hey there, happy Wednesday. Chad Johnson coming to you live. Guys, today I'm sharing it's all about romance, all about creative romance. I don't know about you, but creative romance, like putting some thought, some care, some creativity, some imagination, some forethought, some planning, some effort into a date. I just had forgotten how much it lights me up. And this time it was my son Barrington, as I shared in my newsletter, that he literally goes, Dad, would you be my backup? Would you help me out pulling this off? Because I need some help. And he had it all mapped out. In part, when we got in the kayak and tried to figure out the adventure, go on a canoe ride. So I got a guy. I found a guy that could canoe. He snapped his paddle in half so he could double time it. Came up with his own creative model.
Yeah.
Well done. It's a 2 horsepower now instead of a 1 horsepower bilateral going. Anyways, look at this. Lake Lanier in the beginning of January. Water level's down about 10 feet, looks like, or 8 feet. It's still nice. And we're trucking right along. I don't know about Barrington, but I'm having a great time. This is nice.
Yeah, this is exciting.
This is nice. The original plan wouldn't work out, but he came up with a better one that did. And it was so cool. We literally, he took Brianna and everything was set up in advance, but he says, I'm gonna take you for a walk. Well, turns out it's pouring rain. So he had an umbrella, gets an umbrella, and they walk along through a campground near the house where we're staying, and he comes to the shore, and there on the shore, near a campsite, he had written, I heart Brianna in the sand. Not unlike he saw his father do, 30 some odd years ago for my beloved girl that I was dating at the time. Anyways, he writes it in the sand, and then they go down the stairs, the rocks, and there he hid a canoe, and he had gone and gotten a little lantern that had a little flickering flame and a nice warm glow. He got in a blanket to keep her warm under the umbrella. It only had one paddle. That was for him to row her across, and he had it all dialed. It was all set up. So she thought they were just going on a walk. All of a sudden he's like, let's go for a little canoe ride. Sets it up, puts the lantern in the canoe, right? And they take off across the misty lake. And of course it's raining. It's kind of a drizzle. And he just keeps going and going. And she had a dinner party that was like scheduled for an hour out. And she's sitting there going, how on earth am I gonna make it to this dinner party? But she's such a sport. And she's like, well, I guess we're gonna end up not going. And but Barrington had a plan, and he rode all the way across this lake to a private landing spot. And of course, by then it's only 10 minutes or so before this party started. Of course, that canoe ride had actually taken him closer to the party. And there in the bushes, he had stashed some little kombuchas and some little chocolate-covered strawberries and whatever. So he's like, hey, let's have a snack. And he goes, let's get someplace warm to dry. Well, I had taken his truck that he had driven her over to that house with, and I had driven it around the lake and parked it in a neighborhood. So he ends up walking up with Brianna. I'm nowhere to be found, but there's his truck, and he gets in it, and they have their snacks, whatever, and they drive to the party. And he had driven 10, 15 minutes north and written a note and stashed it in advance for her to find when they showed up. I'm at an airport. Could you tell that? Wow. All right, they stopped yelling at me. And anyways, it all worked out magically. It just worked out magically. And it was so fun to be there with Barrington. Of course, once I was hiding in the bushes, they drove off to the party. They didn't see me. I got to go down and get in the kayak and row 3 miles back in the rain to the dock where we'd gotten the kayak. Hey there, it's pitch black. It's me. I'm out here on the lake. Lake Lanier here. I'm paddling this canoe back. I don't know if you can see that canoe. I don't think you can. It's kind of dark out here, isn't it? All right, look at that. Got a 3-mile paddle in this little beauty here. And I'm back at the boathouse here. Back at the dock. So pumped. What a good ride, man. What a good ride, baby. And I will tell you, it was something magical about being in the dark, in the rain, rowing this boat, and imagining Barrington's grand adventure and just being a backstage part of it. And it fired me up. I was like, you know what? I used to do this stuff way more often for my beloved bride, Janice. And so Janice, don't expect anything, ever. That's all I'm saying. Just don't, because it may never happen, but if it does, it could be cool. Anyway, I want to say this to you. What would it take to put a little imagination, a little creativity, a little forethought, a little planning to make someone you love feel special? Come on, man, life is short, so short. Anyways, please share it with me when you do, all right? Love you, have an awesome week. God bless you.
I don't know if I should be frightened. I'm sitting here and the airplane is duct taped together. American needs to dial it in a little bit. More duct tape down there.